there, Stampers. Happy Friday. Welcome to this week's Friday Live, where we will be crafting an alternate using this month's Jolly Gingerbread Paper Pumpkin kit. Just gonna update my iPad here. All right, so I'm sure most of you will have received your Paper Pumpkin kit already. Mine kind of came in a couple different batches, so I had ordered several of them because I knew that they would be super cute. And I got 2 of them on one day and the rest of them just yesterday. So it took a couple days and one of my boxes was damaged. So this one is still in the plastic because it will go on to somebody who requested it. But this is the cute custom box for this month's kit. Super, super cute. I love it when they come out with custom boxes. So I've got all the contents from the damaged box right here, but I wanted to show you what the box looks like. And by the way, if you are looking for an extra kit, I do have a couple extras. Okay, so inside the box was this little flyer. They always have some sort of little flyer in there. And then the instruction sheet. So this month's kit makes 15 gift card holders, but I found that they make great tags as well. So you'll see, I'll share in a minute. And then there's always brief instructions as well if you're not familiar with Paper Pumpkin. Then the stamp set this month, let me just show you the stamp set in case you didn't get this month's kit. So there's a couple images, like flourishy type images, the word enjoy with love. There's this adorable little gingerbread house, to and from, wishing you a jolly Christmas, a sweet treat for you, happy holidays, more merry. So lots and lots of great possibilities in there. My favorite part of the entire kit are the embellishments. Are these just not the cutest embellishments ever? I love, love, love them. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Shirley. You know what? I forgot to introduce myself. I was just so excited. I just jumped into here. So my name is Sherry Roth. For those of you who are watching and may not be familiar with my videos, I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Canada, and every Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, I go live with a crafting project. So that's what we're doing today. Every month when my Paper Pumpkin kit arrives, which is a monthly subscription kit, I always go live and do a scrapbook layout with it with that month's kit, because the projects are usually cards, tags, you know, occasionally a 3D project, so those types of things. But I like to show how versatile these kits can be. So I'm just going through the contents of this month's kit and then we'll go ahead and get started. So this month we got 3 different kinds of adhesive, a small roll of tear and tape, 2 sheets of dimensionals, and then a little sheet of mini glue dots. I'm going to keep this stuff handy because I'm going to need it. The ink spot is Blushing Bride this month. And then these are the adorable little gift card holders. So there's 3 different versions. There's that one, there is this one, and then there's this one. And the colors that coordinate with this kit are Shaded Spruce, Mint Macaron, Daffodil Delight, Calypso Coral, Blushing Bride, what am I forgetting? And Cinnamon Cider. All right. So these basically, they come just like this. You fold along the score lines, you add adhesive, 3 little glue dots down at the bottom, and put it together. And then your gift card kind of slides in there, and you can decorate the front as well. And I'll show you the finished ones in a minute. Okay, and then as far as die cut pieces, you get some of these cute little scalloped house-shaped dies, and then there's some blank ones as well. So some without anything on them. And then you get some envelopes to tuck your gift card holders in. And you know, as soon as I saw these, my mind immediately went to, I know a few years ago, what did I do? For my kids, one of the things that was tucked into their stocking was like, what do you call it? Like a coupon book kind of thing, where they could redeem these coupons for different things. So a lunch date with mom, or, you know, just something fun like that. So I thought you could put these envelopes together and create a cute little coupon book. You could slide the little coupons inside. You could even use your gingerbread houses and write on the back what you want the coupon to be for. So you'd adhere, put a little bit of adhesive here, or lick the flap, tuck it under, and then this would create a pocket so that you could tuck your coupon inside. And then you just keep doing that. So, and then when you're done, you just fold this over, and that would be the spine of your coupon book. Isn't that a fun idea? That's just immediately, when I saw these envelopes, I immediately thought of a coupon book. So that's kind of a fun idea for you. All right, so let me just catch up on the comments. Good morning. Oh, Kim received her kit yesterday. Yay. Or sorry, Susan received her kit yesterday. Good morning, Kim. I know, Mary, those embellishments are super, super cute. Good morning, Joy. Good morning, Alice and Carol. All right, also included in the kit are these little tags. Okay, so I think I've covered everything that's in the kit. So let's set this aside for a minute. I need to keep that handy because I'm going to need that. So let me show you. Okay, so this is what they are intended to make. So this little cute little gift card holder, and then on the back you can stamp, that's what those blank ones are for. So you can stamp to and from. I added one of those little cute little embellishments there, and let me grab a gift card holder, or a gift card, so that you can see. So then you can just tuck that in there, just like that. So really, really cute. I mean, that's an adorable way to present a gift card. And then the other thing that you can do is you can create a little tag from it. So what I did is, for this one, I just trimmed this little bit off, and it shows you this idea in the instructions. So I trimmed that off and just made it so that it's a tag that you could attach to the top of a gift, just stamp to and from on the inside. These make 15, Barb. I think there's 5 each of 3 different designs. And then for another one, what I did was I cut it apart. So this is the back, this is the front. And then I just decorated like I did the other ones, and then stamped to and from on the back, and then added some linen thread. So that's another way that you can use it. And then I plan on doing the same thing. So I'll just add another one. I'll just use one of the blank ones. And when you pop these out, so the blank ones, let me grab a blank one so I can show you what I mean here. Okay, so the blank ones don't have the doors in them. But when you pop out these doors, you get these pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this as my template, and trace around on a piece of scrap paper. So maybe I want to do them daffodil or shaded spruce or whatever, and create my own door to add on there. So you can use these blank ones to create extras of those, so that you can use the front and the back, and that will stretch your kit even further. Yeah, you're right, Amy. That's a great idea. Little mini cards to give to a waitress or a hairdresser, or as a little thank you, like when you're going through the Starbucks drive-through. I mean, wouldn't this be cute to just write a Merry Christmas, you know, hope you have a fabulous season kind of greeting on there, and just give it to her or him? Yeah, that's right. That's a great idea. Okay, so that's what it's meant to create. But we're going to do something completely different. We're going to create a scrapbook layout with it today. So I've pulled out some scraps of the coordinating cardstock. So again, the coordinating colors: Calypso Coral, Shaded Spruce, Mint Macaron, Daffodil Delight. I didn't pull out any pink, but I probably won't use pink anyways. Cinnamon Cider, and then of course Whisper White. All right, let's set these aside. I pulled out a piece. I have an idea in my head. I'm really hoping that this will work. So I pulled out a piece of, this is the Snowflake Splendor DSP from the August to December mini catalog. And we're going to use this side. This is my favorite pattern from the whole package. I love this pattern. So we're going to use this as our background. And then I had a scrap piece of 12-inch long Whisper White cardstock. So I went ahead and I cut some like hilly snow. So what I did was I just used a pencil and just freehand drew some hills and then cut it, and then cut off the bottom, or actually did it again on the bottom. So this actually went like, no, this went like this. So that was the size. So then I used the top and the bottom, and then, okay, no, it was like this. Okay, so this is how I did. I drew a pencil on the top and I trimmed off that bit. And then I used a pencil and drew another line and trimmed that off. And then it's going to go like this. Okay, so that's going to be my hills. And I plan to add a little bit of sparkle on the edges as well, but I'm gonna have to wait for that until the end for that. Let's see, Joy says, I glued 2 together to put a bagged treat in. Oh, that's fun. There's an idea in here, actually, I think it was one of the alternate ideas. I think this is a little box. So you can create a little box in with it as well, which I want to try because I think that would be super cute. Barb asked how much a kit is. It's $31.50, Barb, and like I said, I do have a couple extras, so if you want one, just let me know. And I know this DSP, it's one of my favorites. I love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, so we're gonna start by adhering our snowbanks. So I'm gonna put this one on flat, and then this one I'm gonna put on with dimensionals, just to give it a bit of dimension, and it gives it a little bit of depth. And I'm just gonna put my adhesive kind of in the middle, because I may want to tuck things in here and there. Okay, before I stick this down, I need to make sure this is gonna cover. Yep, we're good. Okay, so just like that, and then this one, I'll put some dimensionals on. So how's everybody doing today? Does anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? We have a pretty laid back weekend this weekend. I'm kind of glad. I might see, I brought up setting the Christmas tree up last week, and my husband, he's like, we normally wait till December for that. He wasn't quite ready, so I'm gonna bring it up again this weekend, and maybe on Sunday we'll do that. So we are one of those families that we set it up usually the first weekend in December, and then we normally have a big event on December 26th, and then the tree comes down the 27th. Because once Christmas is over, I'm done with Christmas. I'm ready to just move on, clean up, and get a fresh start. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've cut some photo mats. These measure 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I'm on this really big square photo kick. I just love square photos. So I'm thinking it's going to go down the side, but I want to play with this. So I'm not going to stick this down just yet. And I don't know if I want them to be straight or if I want them to be slightly askew. Oh, I kind of like this straight. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay. So now I'm going to slide this out of the way because we want to bring in some of those little gingerbread houses and decorate those. So let me just stick this behind me for now. Okay, so I'm going to bring in one of each of these, and I'm going to cut them apart because I want them flat. I don't need to have a pocket, although a pocket would be good if you wanted to put, you know, some more private journaling. A pocket is always a great option. You could create a little pocket with a tag that will kind of pull up so that you can read the journaling. But I want mine to be kind of accents on my page. Okay, so we'll do that, and then do the same thing for this. So I will save all of these, and I'll turn around and create gift tags out of those. So you don't want to waste anything that's kind of pre-printed for you. I hate to just waste that. If I can make use of it somehow, I love that. Okay, that one. Kim's working on some swaps. Oh, she's got a weekend, no plans except crafting. That's awesome. That's always, crafting, you can never go wrong with crafting plans or plans to craft, right? Oh, and Amy's setting up her guest room. How's your house coming along? Are you almost settled? The important question, is your craft room set up? Right? Because that's the most important room in the house, isn't it? Right? For us anyways, our husbands or significant others may not agree. All right, so now let me think here. Okay, now we need these little pieces. So there's 3 different ones. There is one with kind of like a candy cane stripe around the door, and then it's got a little star at the top. There's one that has like little candies kind of evenly spaced around, and then there's just a different shape at the top. And then there's one with candies around the door. They're a little bit closer together, and then it's got a heart at the top. Let's pop this out too. Oh, your classroom and your craft room aren't done yet? Well, hopefully it won't be too much longer. Okay, now let's see here. So this is meant to be stamped around, and these samples were done with the Blushing Bride. So that's the ink pad that came in the kit. I don't know if I want to I might use a variety of colors. So the first one I'm gonna do, I think, will be Mint Macaron. So let's start with that one. And I think I'm gonna do this one in mint. Let me think here. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one in mint. And then this one, we'll switch out the colors for those. Okay. So I'm going to start with this image. So if you haven't made your tags yet, this is basically what you're going to do. So I'm not switching this up too much. I'm going to keep it pretty similar. So that goes around there. And then this image goes up here. Just like that. So easy peasy, especially because it's photopolymer. It's very simple. So we're going to use some dimensionals to stick this on. I love that we get dimensionals included in these kits. It's so nice. Okay, and then just center this with the door. Just like that. We'll set that aside. We'll work on this one. I gotta clean this. Okay, for this one, I think maybe, let's do this one in coral. I think I've pulled out all of the ink pads. Okay, so I'm going to basically just repeat exactly what I just did. Guy. So for those of you who may not have seen, the next month's kit has a bear theme. It looks super, super cute. It's called Very Comforting. I believe, if I remember off the top of my head, it's 12 cards, again with a bear theme. And it would be a great gift idea. But I've also been in contact with the Stollery Children's Foundation. So I am donating in support of that foundation. I am donating all of my income from any kit sold between now and the 9th of December. So if you want to support the Children's Stollery, the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation, then that is a great cause. And if you don't have a need for a kit, you can still purchase a kit, and I will actually donate the kit itself to the foundation for the kids to actually create, because it will be a super fun project for them to do. So there's 3 different options that you can choose to participate, or 3 different ways that you can participate. So I'll post a link to all the information above, but if you are interested, just comment below and I'll get in touch with you and I can fill you in on all the details. It's for such a great cause. Okay, so for this one, we've got a mint macaron door. How about, let's do a shaded spruce. Joy has a Zoom class tonight and she's going to scrapbook this weekend. Oh, and make Christmas cards. That's awesome. Yeah, I've got a cut for my Christmas album class today, so I'm hoping to do that. So for those of you who are watching that have purchased a kit, those should be ready by the end of the day. So if you happen to be in the park and want to pick it up this weekend, just let me know. So I'll send you an email when it's done. So that's my plan for the rest of the day. I've started it, but not quite finished. And then I've got to plan my team meeting this weekend and hoping to get a little bit of scrapbooking done. I've been a little bit, I've been working a little bit too much lately. So I just need some crafting time for me this weekend. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But I gotta get those 2 things done first, my team meeting and that album class. Okay, so let's use, here's my dimensionals. Okay. So then there's the little signs that are meant to go kind of above the door. So I think I'm still going to use some of those, but I want to have a look at the greetings and just see if they might be appropriate for a layout. Okay, so where is the stamps? Here's the stamp set. So we've got Happy Holidays. I am going to use the word holidays for my title. I could do with love. I could do Jolly Christmas, and I could do More Merry. So let's, okay, More Merry for sure. Okay, and then those tags, let's see what we've got here. Okay, we'll do one on here. Do More Merry on this one. And I'm going to use shaded spruce, so I'm going to use the same color ink that I did for the background. Sean is making more Christmas cards too. And Superstore for groceries. Alright. So that's going to go there. And then we will do, I think with love would definitely be appropriate. And I think that one's going to go on one of these ones. So let's do this one. And that was Coral. Okay, does anybody know off the top of your head if we have a stamp set, or yeah, a stamp set that has a current stamp set, because I don't keep retired stamp sets, that says Home Sweet Home, that would fit in either this block or one of these, because I think that would be really sweet on one of these. Because the title for my page I don't have photos for it. I'm going to use it for this year's photos. The title for my page is going to be Home for the Holidays. It's super appropriate right now, right? Nobody's going anywhere. So I thought that that would be perfect. And so Home Sweet Home would be really cute on one of these houses. So if somebody can think of something off the top of your head, a stamp set that might have that in there, so that I don't have to look through every one of my stamp sets while you guys are online, that would be great. All right, so I'm gonna bring it in my page again. So this is what I started with. So I've got my hills. Okay, we can go ahead and stick these down. I know I'm going to use them. Carol's been waiting for my ideas before she's created her kit. Well, I've got a super cute layout idea here for you today. I think it'll end up super cute anyways. I have another idea of combining the gingerbread house that comes in this set, that just the stamp, with the house set. This one, the Coming Home. So you might see another scrapbook page come out with this. I'm thinking this wreath might need to go just right there. Feels like there's a lot of white space underneath that, so I might need to add just that little wreath hanging right there. I think that'd be cute. So I did pull that out because I thought that they would work well together, but I have this vision in my head of like a little village done with the gingerbread house and then with some of these. So, all right. Okay, so I'm thinking these will go kind of like that. But we need some greenery in behind. So what I did, I was looking at my dies that I had, and the Majestic Mountains has these nice, tall, thin spruce trees. So I went ahead and I cut a few of those from shaded spruce cardstock. So this serves a couple purposes. First, it adds a bit of greenery in the back, plus it brings in that shaded spruce over to the right hand side of the page. I'm thinking maybe something like that, so it looks like there's kind of like a little forest in behind. I don't know, I have to play with it and see. I do kind of like that. Where's my third little house here? Yeah, Amy, I might have to use an alphabet set and do that Home Sweet Home. I know we've had some Home Sweet Home and homes in the past. Okay. I don't know if that's too much. Do I need 3? Or do I stick with just 2? Okay, well, we're going to leave that there for now. Now I want to work on my title, and so I was looking at the stamps that were in here, and this one, so you're meant to use it like this, but there's no reason why you can't use it like this. So then I thought, okay, this might be a great, if you did it this way and then this way, it could create a great border for a rectangle, right? So I looked at my stitched rectangles, and this one is the one that works the best. So let me share, in case you want to try this idea, let me share what size. I think it was this one. Yeah. So it is the 4th smallest in the stitched rectangles dies. The 4th smallest in this big cluster of them. Okay. So that's the size that I used. And I'm going to use, what color ink? Let's use shaded spruce. Okay. So I'm going to ink this up, move it as close to that stitched border on the left hand side as I can, and center it top and bottom. stamp it. You see where I'm going with this? And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, and you'll see that it does overlap a little, but you know what? That is where these fun little things are going to come in. You could pop those over top of that, and then you won't notice that. Although I don't think that looks terrible. I think you could get away with using it like that, and it wouldn't be a big deal. But I'm going to cover it over with those sweet little candies. Okay, now my title, like I said, is going to be Home for the Holidays. And so I went ahead and I've cut out, using some self-adhesive sheets, or some adhesive sheets. I keep calling them self-adhesive sheets. Adhesive sheets. I cut out the word home. So, and it kind of, it's a little bit big, but I'm going to make it work. And then I think I'm going to use the yellow. Let's see, we might have to move this up. I don't know, this might be a bit too big. I might have to just use a piece of yellow. Yeah, I think I'm going to use a scrap piece of yellow because it's just a bit too wide for what I'm looking for. So let's put that in there for now. Grab a scrap piece of yellow, and so one of the stamps in here has the word holidays. So I'm going to stamp that. I'm trying to think what color. I think I'm going to use I'm going to stick with the green. So I'm going to ink up just the word holidays. And I'm going to stamp it, lining it up with the right, because I still need to fit in for the holidays, or before the word holidays. Okay, so now I've got the word holidays. Bring back my paper trimmer. And I always try to look at my stamps and just see what words I can use by just inking a portion of a greeting. So now I could use an alphabet set to do for the, but you know what, I'm just going to handwrite it. Okay, so this is a shaded spruce marker. I'm going to use the fine tip, and I'm going to just write it on this side first, because I want to figure out if I want to do uppercase or lowercase. I think I want to do lowercase. I like the lowercase better. Okay, so make sure I have enough room here. And I'm a big fan of mixing fonts. So this is like having 3 different fonts. You've got the holidays, you've got the for the, and then you've got the home. Okay, so that's going to go something like that. Okay, now before I commit to any of this, do I want to stamp anything in the background? Do I want to add some snowflakes, or see what's in here? I think these are just pretty much flourishes. These little flourishes would be cute little puffs of smoke coming out of the chimneys. That could be cute. Let's see, do I have a blank block here? Let's clean this guy. What color green cardstock is this? This one here, Carol? This one is shaded spruce. I know, the houses are so cute. would be super cute. Okay, I'll do that once I have it stuck down. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. I don't think I want to stamp anything around. Now, to decide, stagger or straight. And the position for my, do I want it there? Do I want it up here? I think down here is too busy, so I think it definitely needs to stay up here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stick these down. Actually, I'm going to start with the middle one. So I'm going to grab my ruler just so I can get it somewhat centered. And this guy's going to go on flat. So that's 1 3/4, that's 2, so I want it right about there. Okay, so now I can center these two based on what space I have left above and below. I'm going to do them a little bit closer together and have a little bit of a wider border at the top and the bottom. Okay, and this one, because this is popped up here, I'm going to use flat adhesive here, but then a couple dimensionals on the top. And again, I'll put this about 1/8 of an inch and have a little bit of a wider border at the bottom. Okay, so that, we're committed to that. Now, what do you guys think? Do I want 2 houses or do I want a cluster of 3? You know me and my 3s. I love odd numbers. So do I need 3 or is it too much with 3? Do I stick with 2? I'm going to go ahead and stick the trees down while I'm waiting to see what you guys think. Because this is going to get covered over, I can go ahead and just use a strip of seal. Okay, everybody's saying 3. Okay. And I'm going to stagger the height of them. I just want to make sure that none of them get lost in here. I want to be able to see at least a little bit of all of them. Oh, Mary says 2. Okay. Now let's see. I do like them staggered in height. Okay, so let's put some dimensionals on this guy. Do dimensionals on this one. And I'm going to put them right close together. And then this guy, I think I will do, I don't know, maybe a double layer of dimensionals. So a single layer up top, but a double layer at the bottom, just to bring it closer to the forefront. So just one up here, and then we'll do a double layer at the bottom. the trees are a nice touch. I feel like it makes it a bit more real. I don't know if that's really the word that I'm looking for, but okay. Do it right here. Okay, so now I wanted to add that little wreath on here. So that stamp set is right here. Do I have any that are already cut? No. It might be cute to add maybe a couple more trees. Like I could cut a couple more trees and add some more on here. Okay, let's see if this is going to be... Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, and then I wanted to do a puff of smoke with this. Okay, let's do this first so I can use this block. So this is Pool Party, but I think I'm going to use like a smoky slate for the smoke. And I'm going to stamp off. So I need a scrap. Let's use one of these little doors. Because I just want it to be subtle. I don't want it to be too dark. There we go. Okay. So clean this and use this for the wreath. And we need some white. Okay. Trying to think here. I want it in shaded spruce, but there is a tiny little bow on there. I'll try. I normally don't like using my markers on my Stampin' Blends. And I know we don't have any red, but I feel like the bow needs to be red. Sorry, did I say, I don't know what I just said. I normally don't like using my Stampin' Write markers on photopolymer stamps. I'm not sure what I just said. I don't know if that's what I said or not. But I find that it doesn't always, the ink doesn't stick as well. See, I don't think I'm going to like this. It's not bad. It's better than I thought it was going to be. But, you know what, I'm going to do something different just because I am who I am. I almost dropped that ink pad. That could have been bad. Okay, so I am going to stamp the whole thing in green. And then I'm going to clean it and stamp the whole thing in red. I'm going to color in the bow on the red one, and then I'm going to cut it out. So there is a die in the stamp set, or in the die set that coordinates with this stamp set. But it's across the room in my pile of stuff to use for my album class. So I am just going to fussy cut it. It's probably just as fast as going to get it and then running through the die cutting machine. So when I fussy cut, some little tips for those of you who are not fans of fussy cutting, or just don't do it often. First of all, paper snips or fine tipped scissors are a great choice for fussy cutting. So much easier than using a long-handled scissor. And you can see that I'm moving the cardstock, not my scissors. And I'm also not cutting right on the line. It makes it a bit more forgiving if you're not trying to cut right on the line, if you're leaving that little bit of a border around the edges. Now this, I probably should have cut this before because it's really hard to tell. Where the border is with it all colored in red. This is super tiny. See what this looks like. It kind of just looks like a red blob. You know what? Forget it. Let's color this in red. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it green. I'm worried about wrecking it after just cutting it all out. Okay, let's see. Let's stick that down. I'm just going to use some flat adhesive. Right there. You know what? Maybe I'll add a little red rhinestone in the center of the bow. That might help dress it up a little. Okay, so did we decide? I'm going to add a little bit, maybe some mini glue dots behind here. Should I try cutting some more trees and adding a couple more trees? Where are my mini glue dots? You guys are probably thinking, Sherry, stop fussing. Stop fussing. Just, it looks good. Just leave it. Okay. These trees feel very fragile. Marge says more trees. Okay, I'll cut 2 more trees. Okay, so where did that die set go? There we go. And I think I have some shaded spruce here. So I'll do 1 more of each. Okay, instead of clearing a path for my die cutting machine, I'm just going to turn around and die cut this. I will be right back. Okay, so I'm not alone, Kim. I can spend, I mean, that's really what takes me the longest is, and if I wasn't doing a live video, I would probably spend a lot more time on a layout. I've learned that with live videos, sometimes I just need to just set it and forget it. So just commit to it and not fuss with it. I find I get a lot more done if I just do that too. But when I'm scrapbooking on my own, and just not doing something for a class or anything like that, then I find I'm much more particular. And I wouldn't say that my pages come out, I wouldn't say that the pages I do for myself that aren't for a class are any better or any worse than than the pages I do on a Facebook Live or for a class. So I don't know why, but I don't know. I guess it's just because you have the time. Oh, I still have more to pop out. I should have grabbed my brush. Oh yeah, more trees. That looks good. I like that. Thank you for saying more trees, Marge, because I probably would have just left it as is. Kim, you fuss a lot too? Oh, and Carol does too. Okay, come on. As pretty as these trees are, they are a bit, lots of little bits and pieces in here. The dye brush would make this a lot faster. Okay. Oh, look at that. What a difference that makes. Holy man. Okay, so for these ones, I'm going to have to actually use some mini glue dots or some Tombow or multi-purpose glue. Here it is. Okay, because I don't want to see the strip of adhesive in behind. Okay, now this one's going to be partly on the dimensional. I think it's still okay. I can still use regular adhesive. That'd be all right. All right. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's set this on top here. Okay, so now we need to do the title. Let me grab my tweezers. Stick the word home down. Okay, let's figure out the positioning here first. I want it to be somewhat centered. That looks good. Yes, scale dryer sheet does make a difference with those finicky ones, and oftentimes the little pieces will just pop out nicely. So for those of you who are joining in late, I am scrapbooking with this month's Paper Pumpkin kit. So we created the adorable little gingerbread houses and created a little, like almost like a little village off to the right. Got 3 photos, or spot for 3 photos down the left-hand side. The trees are from the Majestic Mountain dies. The background paper is from the Snowflake Splendor Suite. Doesn't look straight. It's okay. Oh, didn't peel off all the backing on this one. Okay, I'm going to do this off the side and we will pop it up. pink. I haven't brought any pink in. That's a lot of green. I think there's yellow there, so maybe mint, because I haven't used any mint there. So let's do the mint ones. Oops, my fingers are all sticky from that multi-purpose glue. This guy's gonna get tucked underneath a little bit. There we go. Okay. You know what? I don't know that I like those there. I think I almost prefer it without. I think we're gonna have to find another spot. I do want to incorporate these little candies on here somewhere. They're just a bit too big for this. I actually don't mind seeing that little swirl there. Okay. So now a position for this. Oh, I want to do it there. I'm going to pop it up, so let's pop it up. So there, or up there. I think up top. A little higher is better. And I am going to overlap it just a little bit. Another thing I like to do when I scrapbook is I don't like things just floating. I try to keep everything connected. So you can see that all of this it's connected to each other, right? And then, so this, by having it just overlap ever so slightly, it kind of feels connected with the rest of the layout. Okay, I think that's it. I cannot wait to take some photos and add that here. So one thing that I will do is I am going to take an alphabet set and stamp Home Sweet Home and add that across, probably with the coral tag, so the one like this but with the coral border. I'll do that right across there. If I have any journaling, I'm not sure what photos are going to go in here yet, but if I have any journaling, I might do it here, or I might do it here. So let me bring it up so you can have a little bit of a closer look. So there's the title block, which was done using the stitched rectangles and the playful alphabet. This image is in this month's Paper Pumpkin kit, the greeting. Sorry, I'll move it. I think you can see it all now. This was in the stamp set from this month's Paper Pumpkin kit. And then all of these bits and pieces, apart from the wreath, were all from this month's Paper Pumpkin kit. The trees were from the Majestic Mountains dies. And that's it. I love it. I'm happy with the way it turned out. Alright, so thanks so much for watching. Remember that I have a couple extra kits. If you want one, let me know. I can set one aside for you if you're local. And remember that if you choose to purchase next month's kit through me, whether you subscribe through me or you purchase a kit, just contact me and purchase a kit and I will donate it to the stallery. Or if you're local to me and would like to purchase a kit and pick it up, we can make arrangements afterwards as well. So there's 3 different options. I'll post a link to all the information in the description of this video. Alright, so thanks so much for watching. Have a fabulous weekend, guys. And I know, Shirley, I completely agree. The additional trees make a huge difference. It really just ties everything all in together. Alright, so thanks so much. Have a fabulous weekend, guys. Take care.